Ow.
Face.
Ow
Ow
face. Mum was always very careful with her archery.
Which is why it was a surprise when she shot Dad through the eyeball.
It took Dad a while to get used to the arrow in his face.
We lived near an airport, and because Dad lost his depth of perception, he thought the planes were going to crash into us.
He made some flags and spent hours on the roof, yelling at the pilots to pull up.
But then one day, Dad waved his red flag at a livestock plane which was carrying bulls, and the bulls got very angry and killed everyone on board. Warner Brothers made a movie about it.
It was the highest grossing film for the fourth fiscal quarter of 2008. Thanks to attending the most overpriced art school in town, Dad was quite the photographer. But after his accident, things changed.
Because of the arrow sticking out of his face, his camera was always pointing up.
No matter what Dad was taking photos of, he always ended up getting something just a little bit different.
To make room for the arrow, Dad had to pop out all the right side lenses of his glasses.
Luckily, when Dad was in Germany last year, he met a guy that had lost his eye in a tragic trigonometry accident, so Dad sent his spare lenses to him.
Hans was very grateful and sent Dad a pile of money.
Dad took this money and converted it into dollars, and then he invested it in the safest place he knew, the American subprime mortgage market.
Dad was usually pretty good at the Tri-County pool tournament, but he didn't do so well this year.
He said that the arrow sticking in his face was distracting him, but we thought it was probably had something to do with the whiskey bottle in his pocket and the Boston Red Sox pitcher that threw baby sperm whales at him.
Finally, the insurance company gave Dad some money.
We thought that maybe Dad would spend the money on surgery to get the arrow removed, and that way he'd stop bleeding all over our house.
But Dad said the arrow was actually proving quite useful and that there were far more important things to spend the money on.
And that's how Dad got an arrow through his face.
The
End.
end.